Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Arshiya Nasreen, also known as Arshiya EducationWali from Kampala, Uganda. I'm a level 1 student at RAITI Teachers Training Institute batch 23 under the guidance of Ms. Siram Mushtaq EducationWali and Ms. Nargis Training Wali. Welcome back to my another AI session. That is today's our session is with talk with co-pilot. So our topic is the art of effective listening, how to really hear others. So many people think listening simply means staying quiet while someone else speaks. But true listening is much deeper. It means understanding emotions, paying attention without judgment, and making the other person feel heard and valued. To help us explore this important topic, I'm joined today by Microsoft Copilot. So let's begin our conversation.
Hello, Arshiya.
Hello, Copilot. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. How's your day going so far?
It's good. Thanks for asking me too. So it's a pleasure to have you here. I have some questions on the topic the art of effective listening, how to really hear others. I,
Absolutely. I'm thrilled to dive. It really is. Effective listening is all about giving the other person your full attention and being present in the moment. It's a bit like a superpower in communication.
okay, thank you. So I have some questions for you. So are you ready for those?
Absolutely. I'm all ear. Go ahead and ask me anything you like about effective listening.
So, what is effective listening and how is it different from simply hearing someone speak?
It's a great question. Effective listening is really about being intentional and engaged, while hearing is simply the physical process of sound entering your ears. Effective listening means focusing on the speaker, understanding their message, and picking up on both their words and the emotions behind them. It's a much more active process than just hearing.
Okay, that was nice. Thank you.
You're
So,
very welcome.
okay, so my next
Feel free to ask.
question to you is why is listening considered one of the most valuable communication skills?
That's an excellent question. Listening is considered one of the most malleable communication skills because it's something we can always improve and refine with practice. What's great is that it's not a fixed trait. Anyone can get better at it by developing self-awareness, practicing active listening techniques, and being open to feedback. It's a skill that grows as we use it.
Okay, so that was a good one. So, what are the biggest mistakes people make while listening during conversations?
I love that question. In many ways, listening is so adaptable because it's something we can continually refine. You can practice it in everyday conversations, try techniques like summarizing what you've heard, or even just focus on maintaining eye contact and being present. It's a skill that grows with you.
Okay. So my next question to you is how does active listening improve personal and professional relationships?
That's a really interesting one. When we're in a deep conversation, one common slip up is letting our own thoughts race ahead. Instead of truly listening, we might be thinking about what we want to say next. It's natural, but it can get in the way of really connecting with the other person.
That was nice. So can you explain the difference between listening to respond and listening to understand?
Absolutely. mainly focused on formulating what you're going to say next. In contrast, listening to understand means you're really trying to grasp the other person's perspective and the feelings behind their words.
Okay. So, what role does body language play in becoming a better listener?
Body language actually plays a huge role. When you nod, maintain eye contact, or lean in slightly, it shows the speaker that you're engaged and present. It also helps you stay connected and really listen.
And what are the other body languages which shows that we are not listening to the speaker?
That's a great question. When someone's fidgeting a lot, constantly looking away, or folding their arms, it can signal that they're not fully tuned in.
Okay. So, how can we stay focused when someone is speaking, especially in today's digital world full of distractions?
It's definitely a challenge these days. One trick is to consciously put away or silence your devices and really commit to the moment. It's a small gesture that can make a huge difference in staying present.
Okay. So, how does effective listening help teachers, students, and education professionals?
Effective listening is a game changer in education. For teachers, truly hearing their students helps them understand individual needs and create more supportive learning environments.
Okay. So, what more points you can add here?
Well, another great point is that effective listening can help build trust and rapport. When you really listen, people feel valued and understood, which strengthens those relationships, especially in an educational setting.
Okay. What techniques can someone practice every day to become a more attentive listener?
One simple technique is to practice active listening, which means giving verbal or nonverbal cues that you're engaged, like nodding or giving small acknowledgements like, I see, or go on.
Okay. So, what else phrases we can use while we are listening to others?
A really good phrase is something like, so what I'm hearing is, and then you paraphrase what they said. It's a simple way to show that we're truly listening and checking your understanding.
Okay. How can listening with empathy reduce misunderstandings and conflicts?
Listening with empathy can make a huge difference because it shows that you genuinely care about the other person's perspective. When people feel heard, they're less likely to feel defensive, which naturally reduces misunderstandings and conflicts.
Okay, can you tell me some words which we can use when we are listening to someone? Then they pass, then we understand what they are saying. So, what should we say back to them?
Absolutely. You can say things like, I hear you, or that makes sense, or maybe even, it sounds like you're feeling, and then fill in their meaning. It just lets them know you're really tuned in.
Okay, so can you give me some phrases to use?
Of course, you could say phrases like, I get where you're coming from, or thanks for sharing that with me. These simple acknowledgements can go a long way in making someone feel heard.
Okay, so can you just tell me some phrases while we are interviewing someone, then while we are asking them some questions, then we are listening to their answers, then how to respond them in back?
Absolutely. One great phrase is, that's really interesting. Can you tell me more about that? Or you can say, I appreciate your perspective on this to keep the conversation flowing.
Okay, that was nice. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. So, how do emotions affect our ability to listen objectively?
Oh, you're welcome. Well, emotions can definitely color how we hear things. If we're feeling stress or defensive, we might misinterpret someone's words. So staying aware of those emotions can help us listen more objectively.
Okay. Is it bad to interfere when someone is talking or when someone is answering your question?
It's generally best to let the other person finish their thought before jiving in. But if you do need to step in, you can say something gentle like, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want to clarify something.
Okay, that was nice. Thank you for sharing that. So, what should we do when we disagree with someone but still want to listen respectfully?
Absolutely. It's a great skill to have. You can start by saying something like, I see where you're coming from, and then share your perspective. It shows that you respect their viewpoint, even if you disagree.
Okay, can technology and AI help people become better listeners, or do they create more distractions?
Well, technology can be both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, AI tools can help us understand different viewpoints and practice active listening skills. On the other hand, technology can definitely lead to distractions if we're not careful. So it's really all about balance.
Okay, so when we are talking and someone is interrupting in between, so how can we tackle that situation?
In that case, it can help to calmly say, I'd love to finish my thought, as in I'd really like to hear what you have to say next. It keeps things respectful and encourages us to move the conversation.
Okay, that's great. So, finally, if you could give three powerful tips for becoming an excellent listener, what would you they be?
Absolutely. First, practice active listening by focusing fully on the speaker and not planning your response too soon. Second, show that you're engaged by nodding or giving small verbal cues. And third, be open minded and willing to consider the other person.
Okay. So, thank you so much, Copilot, for sharing such thoughtful insights on the art of effective listening. Today's conversation reminds us that listening is not just about hearing words, it's about showing respect. So, thank you so much, Copilot. See you in the next session. Bye bye. So, when we become better listeners, we strengthen our relationships, improve our learning, and create more meaningful conversations. I hope everyone watching found this discussion valuable and will start practicing these listening skills from today itself in your daily life. I hope you enjoyed this session. See you in the next session. Until then, keep learning, keep growing. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.